To help his teammate survive, the wounded soldier pulled the trigger on himself without hesitation.
Pero está vivo, amigo. No!
The man broke down. He screamed in despair, but his survival instinct stopped him from moving. He stood there frozen, helplessly crying out. Just moments before, his teammate had stepped on a landmine. The explosion blew off both of his legs. The man wanted to rush over and help, but with a loud click, he realized he had also stepped on a mine. His teammate was badly injured. If the bleeding was not stopped in time, he would die soon. The man planned to take a risk. He wanted to lift his left foot and jump over to bandage the wounds, but the teammate did not want to drag him down, so he ended his own life. A long time passed before the man calmed down. He decided to carry out his friend's final wish, to find a way to survive. He raised both hands to keep balance. Then he stepped his right leg back and carefully lowered himself, half kneeling on the ground. He took out his knife and tried to dig from the side to pry out the mine, but it was buried too deep. The blade hit something solid halfway in. He sighed and gave up on that idea. The man untied his shoelaces and strips from his uniform, then added his gun strap to make the line longer. He slowly stood up and tried to hook the radio bag that was several meters away, but just as he pulled, his body suddenly lost balance. Luckily, he reacted fast and caught himself on the ground. If his left foot had moved, he would have been blown to pieces. He held his breath and carefully kept his balance. After a while, he slowly reeled in the string and pulled the radio bag toward him. Once he got the radio, he contacted headquarters right away, but the response crushed him. Because of a raging sandstorm, helicopters could not fly in. A rescue convoy would arrive in 52 hours. The man was devastated. There was no food or water in the desert. Enemies could appear at any moment. Staying completely still for 52 hours was nearly impossible. He tried to ask if there was any other way, but before he could speak, the radio made a sharp crackle and went dead. Angrily, he tore off the headset, set a countdown on his watch, and pulled out his emergency rations to regain strength. But just as he reached for water, he found the bag was empty. In the burning heat of the desert, no water meant death. But he had no time to fall into despair, because a giant sandstorm was roaring straight toward him. If it were you, how would you try to survive?